Alright, this is a Buerre Blanc sauce that I'm going to make, a French white butter and wine sauce. Very, very simple. It's just wine and butter and shallots. Now, most recipes call for shallots. I'm going to actually use a little onion. Same basic idea. There's some minced up onion, very, very finely chopped. Warming the pan up here. Let's see, we'll put it on about medium. The burner is still hot from doing the chicken dish. So the recipes that I've read all call for wine, some call for vinegar, some call for cream, but they all call for wine and butter, and that's basically it with the shallots or onions. So you can see the burner getting hot. I'll turn that down just a little bit. Now what I have here is a cup of dry white wine, and this is actually the wine that I marinated the chicken in. And it has the thyme leaves in it, I hope you can see that. And I've added some fresh, newer wine to it, but that's about a cup, obviously a coffee cup full. And then on my cutting board to my left is a stick of butter that I have diced into cubes that large. It's very cold. I had it in the fridge and I put it in the freezer for about 20 minutes before I cut it. So it's very cold. So the first thing in, with no oil in the pan, we'll put the wine, which had a bit of a sizzle as it went in, which is fine, and the shallots or onion. Alright, now other recipes, as I say, you look this up, it's spelled B-U-E-R-R-E, Buerre Blanc, B-L-A-N-C. And if you Google that, you'll find dozens of recipes. They all say basically started just like this. The wine in with the onion or shallot, and then get it going really good and reduce the wine down till it's about a tablespoon. That process alone is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes at least at a good rapid boil. You want to watch it as the wine dissipates completely, because you don't want to get it all gone. You need about 2 or 3 tablespoons left of the liquid. Don't let it all boil away. And there is the wine and the onion boiling away, reducing just like we want it to. This is about 5-6 minutes in from the last bit, and you can see it about to rise and spill over, so I got to pay a bit of attention to it. Alright, it's been about 15 minutes or so, and that entire cup of wine is reduced to about 2 tablespoons. It was about there in the pot, and now it's about 1/4 inch deep, and that's just about what we're looking for. Put the butter back in the freezer to keep it good and cold, and I have it all cubed up there like I said earlier. And what we're going to do is add it slowly and whisk while we do so. So just a couple, 2-3 cubes at a time, and let them melt in. 4, 5, 6, 7, see how that comes along. Stir it until as it melts. And I want to reduce the heat a little. It's cranked up pretty high. We'll put it down just below medium. And the butter is starting to melt. You can see those cubes are gone. They're almost gone, I should say. And then we'll add a couple more. Stir it in, and it's obviously getting thicker right away. Now, as I said, some of these recipes that you'll find if you Google Buerre Blanc on Google will suggest cream, which I'm going to add a little cream. They also suggest lemon juice, which I actually had hoped I could do. I thought I had fresh lemons, but I don't. So while we were away, I put in about a teaspoon of just a red wine vinegar to give it that acidity that the lemon juice would have. I would have also, had I had the limes, or lemons rather, zested one of them and put the lemon zest in, because I have a chicken dish and I like lemon with chicken. And you can see now it's thickening up, coming along. And we're just going to keep stirring and incorporating the butter, and it's still steaming, so it's reducing as we go. Coming along nicely, and as each one of those additions of butter melts away, we'll add a couple more, keeping it so that you don't toss so much of the cold butter in that it stops steaming. You don't want to cool it down as you're doing it. And this is coming along very nicely. Now, one recipe I read suggested you can run this through a sieve or a strainer. As I said earlier, I have fresh thyme in this, and you could strain it and get the thyme out of there. I'm not gonna, because I want the thyme in it. But you're free to do that as you see fit. It's thickening up nicely still. And I got it a little bit of a boil, so let's put some more butter in. And I got about 3 or 4 cubes left out of a whole stick. Hopefully I won't need any more. And let that go and grab some cream. Regular old heavy whipping cream. Oh, that's looking lovely. Now the only other ingredient we don't have in here that you're going to need is salt. This is salted butter. Some recipes will call for salted and some will call for unsalted. Make sure you taste it before you salt it if the butter you're using is salty. Unsalted butter is always a good place to start if you have concerns about your salt intake. Alright, so we'll put just about, I don't know, a dash. Let's see. Yeah, it's about a dash of cream. And I'm going to crank it back up again because I really want it to boil and reduce even more. Get the water out of the cream. The last couple of cubes of butter, that's all that. You can see that it is thickening up nicely. There's a spoon to show you how it's coating the spoon. Very nice, that'll work. And I'm just going to let this reduce even further until it gets to the consistency I'm looking for, which would be, well, not quite gravy. It's a sauce, not a gravy. And that's it. Taste it. Magnificent. That's it. Reduce a little bit more. You can see how much is in there now because I added the cream and all the butter. We'll reduce it a little more, and there you have Buerre Blanc.